The Buffalo Bulls. Taking on another team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and Davey Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the
There he goes! And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Miles. Oh, what a move to get open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Back to pass. Right down the middle. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the... Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, "Why aren't you getting past?"
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miles. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffalo! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. The spin, still on his feet. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've been outstanding. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Baker. Rushes on him. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the returner goes down. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Buffalo! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensive.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The Broncos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They want that clock to run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Caught behind the line, it's Blue. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Yoder. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the win today.